Hello everyone, I'm Jasmine. Let us read Stand By Me, Chapter 3, Part 2. I would have taken the easy path, but that would leave no room for glory. I would have picked out a comfortable life, but that isn't God's kind of story. These words from the Eliza Underwood poem, "The Life Chosen for Me," were pinned on Karthik's work desk. After shifting to their new home in Karhan, these words had given him the strength to look ahead in life. Karthik and his sisters became accustomed to their new lifestyle within a few months. Being at home had never given them the joy they shared in their new life. They created their own rituals of togetherness, which they could not have done back home. If it was a sibling's birthday, one of the others would take them out for brunch. No matter how tight their schedules were, every other commitment was set aside as they believed in celebrating special moments together. They knew how cruel life could get, so why not collect memories and make new stories? In time, that would be the only true wealth they were left with. "Ruhi, make it quick, we are already late. I hope they won't cancel our booking," Deepika shouted as she shoved her phone into her purse. Deepika shouted as she shoved her phone into her purse, all set for Ruhi's birthday brunch. She had booked a table at the Radisson like she did every year. Ruhi's birthdays were all the more special as both Deepika and Karthik treated their youngest sibling as no less than a princess. "It's my birthday!" Ruhi screamed from inside her room as she adjusted her brand new birthday dress. She had a couple more but had selected the one she was wearing after trying on the other two. "I wish I could buy some patience from her. I get bored even taking a shower on my birthday, and here she is changing one outfit after other," Karthik commented. He was still in his shorts, knowing Ruhi would take at least half an hour more. "You'll only use that patience to not move your butt from the sofa while watching some web series," Deepika said with a smirk. "You know me well, don't you? Get lost and change your clothes for God's sake," Deepika said and threw a napkin at him. Karthik got up lazily, picking up his t-shirt and jeans, but hung around waiting for Ruhi to come out from her room. And there she was, looking gorgeous in her pink dress. The glow on her face reflected her happiness. Seeing her happy and excited brought smiles to Deepika and Karthik's faces. They shared a special bond that was impossible to describe. It could only be felt and understood by the siblings themselves. Whatever the world had in store for them, they knew they would never give up on each other. "We both want to tell you something. We don't know how you will react, but we have to," Deepika said once they had settled down at the table at the Radisson. She and Ruhi looked steadily at Karthik, who was sitting across the table from them. "I'm getting a bad feeling. Don't tell me you both are," Karthik said and smirked. "Cut the crap. Look, we haven't kept any secrets from each other, and yesterday when Ruhi told me she had met someone special, I thought even I should confess, and we had this long heart-to-heart session," Deepika said. "So you both are already done with your girl talk, and now you're telling me as we are about to invite guests for the wedding. We are planning to get together. You're planning a get-together, Ruhi informed him. And what am I supposed to do there? You will be with your boyfriend and she will be with hers. I don't have a girlfriend to introduce. Should I just look at this as a training session from your boyfriends on how to date a girl? Karthik said, showing his disinterest. Also, I'm a little upset that you didn't include me in your talk yesterday. Were you waiting for me to sleep? Yes, he said, grinning. Karthik rolled his eyes at her, teasing, and just when they were beginning to enjoy their brunch, their father called. At first, Ruhi wanted to cut the call. His voice only reminded her of all the unhappy times in the past. But Deepika saw his name on the phone and insisted that she pick up. He must be calling to wish you. Don't ignore it. Get it over with. Why does he even call? He knows I hate him, Ruhi said. She made a face and finally answered the call. After the initial greetings and birthday wishes, the irritation on Ruhi's face was evident. She clearly just wanted to hang up on him. Eventually, she reached the end of her patience. Dad, we are out having lunch and you are disturbing us. Why do you have to interfere in our quality time? You can keep calling Karthik and Deepika on their birthdays, but please don't carry out these formalities with me. When we needed you the most, you turned your back on us, and now you think you can act like everything is normal and hope that I'll forgive you. These two will, but don't expect such things from me. Please, for heaven's sake, don't call. Sorry, but I have to go. Deepika and Karthik glanced at each other and then at Ruhi. They knew that it was impossible to make her understand and had given up a long time ago. What? Ruhi asked, noticing that both of them were staring at her. What the fuck was that? Karthik couldn't control his laughter, although he sensed Ruhi's frustration. Can we come back to the topic we are discussing? Deepika interrupted. Yeah, your boyfriends, so when are we meeting them? Karthik acted as if he was curious, although he was not. Ruhi was quick to catch on and told him not to pretend he was interested. Finally, the plan was fixed for the coming weekend. In your case, I can't comment, Karthik said, looking at Deepika. Then he turned to Ruhi and, pretending to be stern, said, But your guy has to first meet my approval. After all, I am your elder brother. Deepika couldn't help but smile. She thought about the special bond the three of them shared. No stranger would believe that they were siblings, not the best of friends. Such was their connection. Karthik glanced at both Ruhi and Deepika as thoughts of how quickly they had grown up consumed him. Both Ruhi and Karthik had been teenagers when they moved out of their dad's home. They had barely known then what life was or how to live it. They had laughed, cried, and lived together ever since. Looking back, he felt blessed to be with these beautiful souls who valued his presence and made his life worth living. These years had passed by in the blink of an eye, it seemed.